New York City or Washington, D.C., and how I was totally amazed how X-rated they actually were. It's like, really? You did that? Oh, yeah, you should have seen. And then they go on and on. Enough said. I remember when Burl first had the first skidoo in Cape Portland, and how many times we rode around the house and packed that 2 inches of snow down. She had the biggest slide I ever saw when I was a kid in her backyard. The ship's wheel at the Captain's Restaurant, and how we used to steer that all around the world. But very similar to Stedman, my mother made sure, and my Aunt Pearl, made sure that I was working at 12 years old. And I spent many times at the dishwasher, and actually graduated and used to be between Burl and Eddie on the line through some busy times at the restaurant. But I guess the one funny story I got to tell is back in that same little corner where Stedman did all that flirting. Well, there used to be an ice cream machine, ice cream chest down there, and when Burl had a little downtime, she'd go down and she'd lean over the ice cream chest and she'd look out the screen and see who's coming in or who's leaving, and sometimes somebody would come up to the screen and chat with her or whatever, but she'd be stretched right over this ice cream chest. And Uncle Eddie, right across from that was where Eddie kept the lobsters. Well, and the Budweiser. And the lobsters kept the Budweiser cool. So Eddie was stocking up the stock pots, putting some hot boiled lobsters on. So he was in there reaching in. And because that was back in the day when lobsters, they hadn't invented elastic bands, they still had the wooden pegs. And so Ed was reaching down, he'd have a couple lobsters in his hand. He was reaching down for a couple more. He was reaching down in there hard. Well, I think he was going for Budweiser, but he stretched his arm out, and all of a sudden we heard this scream, and we heard Aunt Pearl go, "Eddie, what are you doing?" Well, a lobster had latched on to Aunt Pearl's butt and was hanging there in the off corner. She thought Eddie was getting a little frisky. Anyway, Wendy said it, all the girls, Wendy, everything you guys said, I can't say anything more. I owe a lot to the lady. The laughs, some of the adventures. Thank you, Aunt Pearl. Love you.